Guys, welcome back after that short advert break. Let us now look at our second question. So question number 2, I've indicated here that a local supermarket buys bread for resale directly from a bakery in their community. The bread is stacked in crates when transported. So here's a note that says the manager had one delivery consisting of 80 crates. Then I've indicated that we carefully need to study the diagram and the given information to answer the question that follows. So guys, let's quickly get familiar, right? Let's look at what is being indicated here. So on our left hand side, we have a picture of the rectangular bread crate, okay? With the width, length and height indicated. Length 690 millimeters, our width 444 millimeters, and then a height of 180 millimeters. Then here on our right hand side, same picture, but now this is stacked bread crates. Can you see now it's actually the 9 crates stacked on top of each other. So it says here a maximum of 9 crates may be stacked vertically on top of each other. Okay, so that is what this picture is basically representing here. The 9 crates being stacked on top of each other in a vertical way. So let's look at what we need to answer. Remember on our right hand side, the picture still represents what we've seen in the previous slide. So here we are saying the manager stated, right, that all 80 crates can be packed in a 2 by 2 meter area, all right, in the storeroom. So assume that the height in the storeroom is adequate, that it is enough, right, to stack the 9 crates. So now we have to verify this claim, okay, whether the statement made by the manager is correct, by showing all our calculations. Now again, when I look at this, I can see the area of the storeroom, the floor of the storeroom, right? It's 2 by 2 meter area. Guys, are you with me? Then I look at what is presented here. I see the length, okay, of the crate is 690 millimeters, and the width is 444 millimeters. Now remember, I'm not going to consider this height. Why? Because we are saying here, we have to assume that the height of the storeroom is adequate for 9 stacked crates. Okay, so what is the first thing that we note here? We can see, we notice that here we indicate the floor, the area of the storeroom, by indicating in meters. And then when we look here, again, the length and the width of the crate is given in millimeters. So guys, therefore we need to make sure our units are the same, right, before we can simplify. So what will we do? We will first now convert this millimeters to meters. All right, so how many millimeters in a meter? I agree that's 1,000, right? So therefore I'm going to say 690 divided by 1,000. So that will give us then a length, and I'll write it here. The length is 0.69 meters. Are we fine? Then if I look in terms of my width, I'll do the same. So 444 divided by 1,000, that will give us 0.444, and remember that's in meters. So now I converted my length as well as my width into meters, knowing that my unit that I'm going to work with will be in meters. Okay, so now I will check. Remember, this is what we are saying. There is the store room, and it's 2 meters by 2 meters, right? So we would like to see, first of all, lengthwise, how many can be stacked, right? So basically, we'll see how many can be stacked like this, and then obviously, how many can be stacked if you look at it like that. Are we clear? So it's always important to understand the question. And then we must know it must be stacked on top of each other, right? 9 of it as indicated there. So therefore, lengthwise, right? So I'll start by looking lengthwise. In terms of the length, what will we say? We'll take the 2 meters divided by the length of the crate of 0.69 meters. Guys, are we clear? So 2 divided by 0.69, that will give us an answer of 2.89 followed by a few other numbers. Remember what did we say? We round downwards. So that will be 2 can be stacked in terms of the length of the room. Then, looking now at the width, right? Remember, let me just indicate that so that we can follow what is happening. So in terms of the width of the room, how many of these crates can be stacked widthwise, right? So equals, remember, the length and the width is the same of the room there, okay? So therefore, I'll take the 2 meters. I'll divide it by the width of the crate. So the width of the room divided by the width of the crate here. That will give us 0.444 meters. Okay, are you still with me? So the width of the room divided by the width of the crate. So 2 divided by 0.444 equals. This will give us an answer of 4.504 followed by a few other numbers. Okay, so therefore, I'll round down again. This will then be equals to 4. Okay, so in terms of the length, we can pack 2 of these bread crates. And then in terms of the width, we can pack 4 of these bread crates. So therefore, remember I'll say lengthwise is 2. Multiply by widthwise, that will be 4. And what did we say? We've indicated here that 9 crates can be stacked on top of each other. So therefore, I need to multiply that by 9. So 2 multiply by 4, multiply by 9. So that will give us a total of 72 of these crates. Right? So 72 of these crates can be packed on top of each other in this specific room. Guys, are we clear? All right, I'll run through this one more time. Remember, a statement was made. Before I quickly recap, so we have to verify if the statement is correct. What is the statement made by the manager? The manager stated that all 80 crates can be packed in the storeroom. So therefore, guys, very important, we have to conclude. Né? So therefore, making this statement incorrect, right? So the statement is definitely incorrect. Remember, the manager stated that all 80 crates can be packed in the storeroom, but we just calculated that there's only room, only space for 72 of these crates, making the statement wrong. Okay, so let me quickly recap. I started off by looking at the dimensions of the room, which is indicated as 2 by 2 meters. Then I looked at the dimensions of the crate. Now, this is indicated in millimeters. So immediately I saw then that my units are not the same. So I decided to work in meters. Therefore, I converted my millimeters into meters by dividing that by 1,000. Okay, so then I checked how many of these crates can be packed into the storeroom lengthwise. So I took the length of the storeroom, which is 2 meters. I divided it by the length of our crate, which is 0.69 meters, ended with an answer of 2.89. Okay, and then I rounded down to 2. Then in terms of the width, I took the width of the room, which is also 2 meters, and I divided that by the width of the crate, which is 0.444 meters. Ended with an answer of 4.504. Then again, I rounded down to 4. Thereafter, I took my 2, multiplied it by the 4, and then multiplied it by 9. Why by 9? Remember we said that these crates, 9 of it, can be stacked on top of each other vertically. And thereafter, I ended with an answer of 72 crates. Okay, and remember the manager stated that all 80 crates can fit in there. We said now, after our calculations, that only 72 of these crates can fit into the storeroom. Guys, I hope that's clear to all of you. Okay, so thank you so much for joining us today. Hope to see you next time. Remember to stay safe and to work every day. Goodbye.